Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Whilst the bin men do their work outside, we shall start. Apologies for absence. Steve, do we have any? Oh, welcome tonight, Steve. Thank you very much for turning up. It's very good of you to come all this way to chair our meeting. Well, to facilitate it. Yes, do we have any apologies from Martin? No. Okay. Declarations of interest. Does anyone have anything to declare on any of the applications in front of you? Marianne?
Just that on the number 24 High Street, if you're really good friends with the owner.
Well, pop it on the list if you feel it's
Right.
appropriate.
Okay.
To consider and improve the minutes from the last meeting, are you happy I sign them off as a true record of that particular meeting? Someone propose it, please, David, and seconded. Roger, all in favour. Thank you. To receive the chair's report, it has nothing to report on here, but I will just make mention of the fact that, as David flagged up, the airport authority up in Lolsgate have submitted their application, which is all online. And it's huge, 501 documents. And if you want to look it up, it's 0686. And it's interesting in the sense of it will show you what they're planning to do to increase the passengers per annum to 15 million and the number of flights up to 100,000 a year, which is a staggering sum. That's 273 on average per day. And 5,000 night flights. That's between the hours of 11:30 and 6 o'clock in the morning, which is equivalent to about 13 a day. And inevitably, it will have an impact on the local environment and the local villages. And as you probably know and are aware of things in the press on Feltham Common, they're planning to put the landing lights, which will be on open public land. So yes, interesting to look at that. We won't go any further on things on that matter. Are there any other things that you wish to briefly bring up that I might have missed? No? Okay. Don't have any members of the public here tonight, so we'll just go straight on to the applications. The first of which is 0679 for Hawthorne Close, which is the proposed demolition of the existing rear conservatory with subsequent erection of a lower ground floor rear extension, the ground floor front infill extension and raised rear terrace with external stairwell, conversion of existing garage to livable space and expansion of front hard standing, alterations to the front and rear fenestration, illustration of front roof light and glass balcony balustrading. So you have the plans up there on the screen, and I have them in front of me too. Again, I think we've seen similar applications in the past of similar design briefs and extensions in the rear with the balustrading taking advantage of the views and such like. So, councillors, any comments? It meets my approval.
No online comments.
No online comments. No, no. I'll propose it then. Seconded by Roger. All in favour of no objection? No objection, Steve. Okay. All right. Thank you. So the second one is 0712 LDP 33 Rippleside Certificate of Lawful Development for the installation of 1 meter handrail to the existing sloped stairs, well, path, I think, to the front of the property. You have an illustration of it here and on the screen. Roger.
I particularly like the red railings that have been drawn onto the pitch.
Yes.
Excellent. Although it just gives a good idea. I mean, it's a bit of a slope down to those ones, isn't it? It makes
Yes.
sense to have it there. I've got no objection. Happy to propose no objection.
Thank you. Seconded. David, all in favour of no objection? Thank you. So the next one is 0571 full on 46 Bristol Road, proposed demolition of the existing front boundary wall to facilitate the creation of off-street parking. Again, this is it's a number of them have done this. the wall in question happens to be a blockwork wall. It's not an existing stone wall. Probably was once, but it's an understandable thing that people want to do on Bristol Road, given the traffic. No objection? Who Bob proposed, seconded by Roger, no objection. Thank you. So next one is 0548, 24 High Street. Now this is Wenger, and they some months ago submitted an application to the Economic Development Fund for funding to do this work at the rear, which is for the certificate of lawful development for the replacement and refurbishment of the existing materials with an existing covered garden structure associated with the restaurant premises. I'm sure many of you have been to the rear of Wenger in the past. I think they want to sort of formalize it and make it a better. I can't remember the full details of the application. Do you remember them, Roger, in terms of what they were proposing back in the grant?
I mean, we were concerned, I think, in the Economic Development Fund, weren't we, that this was going well beyond what was already there, which was it was very much a temporary structure, and this looks a lot more permanent, which is why we thought that they may need planning for it, or at least a lawful development certificate, which is where we are now. But yeah, it's very much tidying up what's already there. I think making it safer and making it more secure. I'm still unsure as to whether or not it can be done under a lawful development certificate, but I have no objection to them trying that route and the planning officers determining whether or not it fits within there.
Yeah, sure. And it seems just from the couple of notes here that the external face finishing is in corrugated metal paneling, and it has the one glazed window inserted in the center, as you can see, and timber supports and so on. I mean, my only other concern would be the neighboring properties, because obviously this is occupied by people probably into the late hours of an evening. And I certainly know from past meetings in the Methodist Church that you could certainly hear people in the rear of Wenger. I mean, whether metal corrugated paneling will decrease that spread of noise and voices, I don't know. Or possibly so, yes. But would one of you like to make a proposal on this matter, Roger? Which is no objection.
No objection.
Seconded by Bob. No objection. Fine, thank you.
We need that noted then, don't we?
Yeah. Was that one?
Abstention by Mariam, yes. Okay, thank you. The last application here on this list is 0847, section 73 on 5 Manor Close. And that's to vary the condition, number 2, which is attached to the windows on the first floor, and the replacement of one window and one door with a window instead on the ground floor in the north elevation to allow for minor dimensional and proportional differences to the first floor rear windows. Spot the difference, really. There's not a lot going on here, and certainly doesn't, in my mind, meet any objection. I'll propose that, then seconded by David. No objection, all round? All round. Right. Now, do any of you have any comments to make on the trees, of which there are a few? 35 Sally Hill, Church Road South, the cottage, which we'll come back to in a minute. 9 Norwood Grove. Tim, is this not your place?
Nothing to do with us now.
Nothing to do with you. 10 Parsonage Court and 132 Hillside. Any comments in relation to those trees? No. Right, therefore observation really. Late planning applications and consultations. Now there are two this week, one of which is 0780 LBC at the cottage on Church Road South. And there is currently a gas pipe of about half a metre, I should think, on the front elevation, which they want to remove and take it around to the side elevation where it would be shorter to facilitate some internal changes. And it certainly didn't meet any objection from me. It's within the conservation area, it's a listed building. I propose no objection. Bob seconded, no objection all around. The second application, you may wish to discuss it at next month's meeting, 0870, which is a full application at 38 West Hill for a small extension at the rear. Your decision as to whether we postpone that one or make a decision now. It certainly didn't have any objection from me when I looked at the plans. It looks, yes. Are you happy for that?
I haven't seen it.
Well, from what you,
But I mean, you guys can all go ahead and.
I'll propose no objection to this one.
Could we add that no objection, providing no residents come forward with any objections?
Yeah, which will get picked up at North Somerset anyway. Yeah.
Brilliant.
Seconded by Bob. No objection. No. Okay. So we'll put that down as no objection, which is right. And then you have your information on the past few weeks on the planning applications. And then I'm just going to inform you that the date of the next meeting is on the 3rd of June. That is in the quickest one I think we've ever had. Thank you guys for coming.
Are you going to close the meeting?
I will close the meeting.